Whoa! Whose cars are these? What? Well, seems like you chose the wrong place to leave your cars.
Trouble Busters!
The Lorenzo roses are growing so well. Oh.
I want something too.
Of course there is. There's a special one for you.
A special one?
My name is Melanie, and I'm 30. My hobby is to grow Lorenzo roses that I'd give as a gift to Lorenzo, who's my fave. However, there was an incident that gave me a headache after this. Whoa, whose cars are these? Why are there strange cars parked in my parking lot? Since that day, there had been people who were repeatedly parking their car illegally at my house. That was already troublesome enough, but lately I'd noticed that they'd been driving over my Lorenzo roses. And to make it worse, there's no parking space? Well, I guess I'll go park my car at the paid parking lot nearby. I'm so sorry. It's okay, don't worry about it. Aww. This problem needs to be solved. So that's what happened.
We're sorry. Since this is considered a civil matter, we can't really get involved in something like this.
I see. Ugh, this is bad. Huh? So there have been some delinquents who are roaming around in this area lately. Helen, thank you so much for sharing that with me. Goodbye. Delinquents? Hold on a second. I remembered something at that moment. Maybe that method will do. It's a crime for anyone to shamelessly park their car on someone else's private property. If they're not willing to stop, I know what to do. I'm not letting them get away with this. Trouble Busters! Do not park the car here without permission? It says they don't suggest we park our cars here in the order of blue, yellow, and red. Oh, when they say it like that, it makes me want to park these cars in that order. Seems like you chose the wrong place to leave your cars. Who on earth is this? Oh, hello, Judy. Hey, what on earth is this? That's why I warned you. You'd better be kidding. Did you do this? You're going to pay for this. I didn't do anything. Did you set up a trap or something? A trap? Oh, absolutely not. All I did was to warn you. What warning? I made sure to let you know not to park your car in the order of blue, yellow, and red. So what? Just tell me. Hello? Honey? What's the matter?
I'll be back in town tomorrow.
What? Back in town? I thought you were on your business trip until the end of next month.
I have a last-minute meeting at the head office that came up.
Why are you coming back?
Is something wrong? You're acting a little weird.
Huh? Not at all. I'm just excited that you're going to be back.
Are you sure?
I'm shopping right now, so I'll call you back later. Yikes. My husband's going to find out that I took his car without telling him. Oh, and look at the car. If he finds out that I parked here illegally, he's going to break up with me. Not just that, the other two cars are all messed up too. And how am I supposed to explain this matter? Melanie, this is trouble that happened on your premises, so you'd better do something about these cars. How is it my responsibility? You must have done something to cause this. You're the one who parked on my private property without permission, and I have nothing to do with this trouble. As a fact, I'm the one who should report you to the police. Can you even prove that you didn't do this? Yes, I can. Do you want to see it? Hurry up and show it to me. Who the heck are these guys? Don't you know them? There's some wild people in our area. Wild people? These guys are delinquents. That's why I warned you. Anyway, I need you to hurry up and do something about this. My husband's coming back tomorrow afternoon. So what? It's my husband's car. If he finds out that I was driving it around, he'll go insanely mad. And if he sees his car like this, he'll go way beyond just divorcing me. Why don't you just rent a car that looks similar? As if you care at all. Are you going to pay for the rental? No, I won't. Well, then stop being so irresponsible about it. Anyway, I need to figure out what to do, even just my car. Are you going to leave behind the other cars? Well, they're not my cars, and they're not that urgent, so I don't care about them right now. So that's your true personality, huh? Why do you have to say it like that. You're the one who's starting to show your shady personality. You must have stated blue, yellow, and red knowing that this was going to happen, as if you were casting a spell. Casting a spell? Not at all. Besides, you did something you weren't supposed to do, didn't you? You're like a little kid who would do something despite your parents telling you never to do it. Well, I couldn't help it. That's just my personality. I'd like to ask you, why did you park your car on my property in the first place? Don't you get it? Not at all. Because you've been causing disturbance from the noise when you're taking care of your yard. I decided to use that space in exchange for that suffering. What? But that noise should barely reach the next door neighbor. Your house is a little farther out. I can even hear your footsteps. That's impossible. Anyway, I can hear all the noises that you cause at your house. You are exaggerating. Everything is your fault. Because you were short with your words, those delinquents ended up beating up my husband's car. Besides, what the heck is this font anyway? Who uses writing like this in our current generation? I heard those gentlemen won the calligraphy contest for delinquents. How do you know that? Did you actually ask them to do this? Of course not. Besides, Judy, haven't you been aware? Of what? Blue, yellow, red means that you're willing to pick a fight. Huh? What do you mean by that? In those people's industry, if you place anything in the same order as the traffic light, it means you're ordering to pick a fight. That's why this happened. What? Why didn't you tell me that in advance? Well, let me ask you then. I clearly made a statement not to park the cars in the order of a traffic light, and yet, why did you park them that way? It was like a reflex. What? Well, if it says danger, normal people would want to enter, right? I think that's just you. Oh, I'd say 90% of the people in this country would take the same action as me. 90%? What is the source of that data? It's just my feeling. Stop trying to twist my words. Besides, why are there delinquents in such a safe city? Haven't you been aware? There have been quite some wild men roaming around our town lately, and the city has been warning the residents. I don't know anything about that. Who told you that? Don't you recall how the police officers were going around telling everyone in town? It must have been that police officer. Did you think that the officer was at your house regarding your illegal parking and hid behind some objects? People who do bad things tend to hide from the police out of reflex. That's not true. By the way, I believe your friends are also aware about that too. It was on the message board too. Oh, who checks that thing? It's so troublesome. No one checks that thing in our generation. Does that mean that the message board is stopped at your house? Maybe the others don't know about it in that case. But you saw it, right? In that case, you should have posted it on the wall. You don't deserve to say that when you've been shamelessly parking your car illegally. This happened at your parking lot, so you're also responsible for this. What? You know I'm right. Don't tell me that you were just simply watching as you smiled when those delinquents were doing this to our cars. I wouldn't do that. If I had seen it, I would have called the police right away. Who knows? So sketchy. You parked on my private property without my permission, and despite that I warned you about it, you still parked your car this way. Don't you realize you did this to yourself? I don't care. I'm going to call the cops on you, so you'd better be ready for this. Well, of course, you should call the police, but what do I need to be ready for? You just looked the other way, and I'm going to make you pay for it. What? I made sure to warn you, and you're the one who parked these cars illegally here. How are you going to explain that matter to the police? There's no evidence that I parked here without permission. I confirmed the other day that there aren't any CCTV anywhere here. But we can tell the truth immediately if we check the dash cam recording. Yikes, I didn't think about that. You watched the surveillance footage from earlier too. That video was what I recorded on my phone by playing the dash cam recording. You confirmed other people's dash cam footage without permission? That is a crime. Well, given the solution. And I also didn't know who the cars belonged to. I figured I needed to know who owns these vehicles, so I decided to take a look. But there isn't any data from the past, was there? It was only the scene where the car was being all beaten up, right? That's right, but what about it? Then all I need to worry about is to delete the past data before the police get here. That was close. Don't tell me that you're going to delete the dash cam footage before the police get here. Yikes. You're not going to do that. What happened to our cars? What happened? They're completely beaten up. Listen, guys, it was all because of the delinquents who were here earlier. If you're going to complain, you should complain to Melanie. Why would you complain to me? I'm the victim of your illegal parking. Illegal parking? What is she talking about, Judy? Melanie suggested that I place the cars in this order, and that's why those delinquents ended up beating up our car. No, that's not what we're asking. Why were the cars illegally parked? Wasn't this supposed to be your property, Judy? It's my property. What? Well, that's not what she told us. Judy said she owns this parking lot. She said she was borrowing a portion of your parking lot temporarily, and that we were allowed to park here for free. Well, that's completely false. I've never lent her this parking lot. Judy, why did you tell them such a lie? Open up my mind to come up with the lie of the truth. Well, I remember. Melanie, didn't you say that your lawnmower was being too loud? You were willing to provide me this parking space. When did I ever say that? You said it. It's been a while, so maybe you forgot. Judy, you said that you were using the parking space in exchange to the noise from the lawnmower, didn't you? Yikes. Did anyone ever hear that noise? No, I live right next door to Judy, but I didn't hear any lawnmower noise. Anyway, the two of you were illegally parking your cars here, so this isn't solely my responsibility. You keep making up things all this time. You'd better cut it out, you bastard. What? Lisa, you seem to be acting a bit differently. I've been pretending to be a nice person all along. You have a problem with that? We all have two faces, don't we? You said that you were providing us free parking, but we felt bad to park here for free, so we gave you high-end Wagyu and high-end sea urchin from Hokkaido, too. We've been spending more than you think. I gave you trottier purses and necklaces, too. Oof, those are really expensive items. Well, because she'd tell us. I'm letting you park for free, so this is the least you should be doing. She's like one of those people who hands you $50 when they know you're going on a vacation trip abroad just so you can go buy certain rare products that are only sold in certain regions. There are always thick-skinned people like you everywhere. You're old enough to know better than that. This car is really expensive. I had them ship this car from Italy. Judy, are you going to pay for it? I can't afford to pay for it. But that's not going to cut it. At this point, I won't complain about the things I gave you, but you'd better pay for the Italian car, at the least. You don't have to say it like that. Judy, this is all happening because you lied to others. You should pay for Melanie and Lisa's cars. I can't do that. Besides, it's an Italian car. No way. Listen. Well, let's just say that Judy is at fault for the most part. But whatever the reason was, the two of you parked your cars here illegally either way. Well, I'm sorry. Me too. Oh, what's the matter? I know what to do. Oh, hello. I have a situation, and my car had been destroyed, and here's what happened. Can I use my insurance for this?
No, you can't.
What? Why not?
I confirmed your contract, but the vehicle is signed under your husband's name, so in this case, we're unable to cover your damage.
Oh, please, don't you see that this is an emergency?
I'm sorry about that.
Oh, hello? Hey, I am not lending you money. Oh, sounds like the insurance isn't going to pay for it. By the way, our cars will be covered by our insurance. I see. Well, that's at least assuring. No, my problem hasn't been solved at all. I guess I have no choice but to call the police. Officer, I need you to do something about this right now. I need the car to be fixed by tomorrow, or else I'll be in trouble.
You had your car illegally parked here, didn't you? And to add, you did something malicious as you completely ignored Melanie's warnings.
Oh, we can talk about that later. I need you to catch the perpetrator to demand the repair money. That's why I decided to call you guys. Well, you seem concerned about yourself very much, but aren't you ashamed of yourself at all? Huh? You dragged other people into this trouble, but all you talk about is your own situation.
You don't seem sorry about anything.
Yes, I am. Besides, why do I have to be treated like the bad guy? Borrowing a friend's parking lot isn't even a crime or anything. It's the matter of morale. I never let you borrow my parking space. Anyway, I don't have time for this, so I am leaving now. Oh, wait. Phew, this will do. I'm such a genius. Maybe I should start a repair shop. Well, I can just tell him that the scratches over here were done by a crow or something.
What on earth is this?
Honey, why are you here?
The insurance company called me and said that my car was involved in some kind of trouble.
Oh, no.
What on earth happened to it?
What do you mean by that?
My car is all beaten up!
Oh, this scratch was because of a crow.
Stop making things up, it's obvious!
No, this was an accident. I was parking my car here and some delinquents attacked it. I tried calling the insurance, but they said they can't cover the damage.
But why is it that you were driving my car in the first place?
Well, you said you were going to drive this car tomorrow evening, so I thought I should warm it up for you.
And why did this happen to my car?
Here's what happened.
Melanie, this is what my wife is telling me. Is this true?
Judy, you'd better stop lying. Haven't you been ashamed of yourself at all, or do you not even know how? But it's true that the delinquents did this to the car. I'm not talking about your problem. I'm talking about how you've been illegally parking your car on my property all the time.
Illegal parking? Not only did you take my car without asking, but you were causing trouble to other people, too.
I'll make sure to explain this to you later.
I want a divorce.
What?
You always had the habit of telling lies, but this is way beyond that. You're telling a lie even after committing a crime. I never thought you were this bad.
No, I need you to listen to my story.
No, this is enough. Melanie, will you please tell me exactly what happened?
So here's why your car ended up being beaten up.
What? Hey, Judy, you didn't even tell me the whole story.
Why would you trust what Melanie's telling you over what your wife is telling you?
How am I supposed to trust you after you told me so many lies? Besides, Judy, I need to ask you something. Does this mean you never signed the contract with the monthly parking lot?
I was going to do that, but I figured we should save money if we can.
Then what have you been spending the money I handed to you on?
Well, It seems like she was going to luxury beauty salons and restaurants while you were on your business trip.
Oh my goodness!
Why do you have to tell him that? You can't even prove that I went to those places. I don't have proof, but I saw it with my own 2 eyes. And that's not going to prove anything.
So are you really gonna say that you're not lying? I can look into it right now. Now is the time to come forward with the truth if you are.
Honey, we should talk in private.
That's not necessary. I'm gonna stay in a hotel the next few days. I want you to gather all your belongings and go back to your parents' house within that time.
Oh no, honey, wait! Melanie, I need you to talk to my husband for me. Why would I do that? Well, you said something misleading, and that's why he decided to divorce me. You did this to yourself. You need to stop blaming other people. But how am I supposed to live if my husband divorces me?
Get a job.
I have never had a job in my life. Hey, Melanie, I need you to clear up the misunderstanding with my husband. Can you also tell him to pay me $3,000 as my living expenses every month and also repair the cost of the cars? Why don't you talk to him yourself? Besides, you're all about yourself this entire time.
That's right. You should be apologizing to Melanie sincerely first and foremost.
Will you convince him for me if I say sorry?
What?
Judy, you're not sorry for anything at all. You need to realize that you did this to yourself. Oh, please. I won't do it again, so I need you to forgive me just this time. If you're truly sorry, you should just shut up and accept your consequences along with your debt. What? I'm also going to be charging you the penalties for illegally parking your car here. What? No way. I thought the police weren't involved in civil matters. Well, because it's a civil matter, I'll be making this a civil case. What? I calculated based on the paid parking fees in the neighborhood and also the damages you caused by driving all over my Lorenzo roses. The total is going to be $15,000. No way. I can't afford to pay $15,000 after my husband breaks up with me. Well, that's exactly what I'm talking about.
Are you still not sorry for anything after all that's been said?
I will never forgive selfish people like you. Oh no. Afterward, I demanded $15,000 in damages from Judy for the unauthorized parking and the losses involving the Lorenzo roses. Her husband divorced her, leaving her burdened with significant debt, and she is now reportedly living alone in a neighboring town while working part-time. Meanwhile, Melody and Lisa, who had parked with her, later offered sincere apologies, and in light of the trouble they suffered due to their cars breaking down, I withdrew my claims against them. As for the 3 individuals directly responsible, they were arrested on charges of property damage and ended up having to cover the vehicle repair costs themselves. As for me, ta-da! Alan is coming back from his business trip today. Lately, I've been growing not only Lorenzo roses, but I have also been growing red bean sprout roses too. I'm sure Alan's going to be excited about it. I get to give a rose to my beloved.
Melanie!
Alan, when did you come home? Troublebusters!